political party. Pretoria collapsed. Gqeberha collapsed. Everything fall apart. So we'll have the mayor and we'll briefly play a video about Ekurhuleni. We'll have a musical item and then we will start with the provinces introducing the candidates. And then after the provinces introduction of the candidates by the provincial chairpersons, they will be followed by a brief address on the selection process of candidates by Comrade Kgalema Motlanthe, who's also going to speak on the selection process and how we are going to further address some of the disputes that arose out of this process. But you all know, comrades, you were democratically elected. There are a few disputes where people disputed, and it must never give an impression that our candidate process in itself did not produce proper results. It did. And you need to give yourselves a good round of applause. And we wish you all luck as we work hard to win the elections in the wall-to-wall campaign, in your different wards and all the VDs in the country. We'll have messages of support from COSATU and the SACP. And then the president will be on the podium where I'm standing exactly at 8 o'clock. And then he will speak to us and give us the marching orders. But before that, we'll also have the pledge that everybody will have to stand up as we take the pledge. The affirmation of the ANC pledge to deliver better will be led by Boitumelo Thage, the youngest councillor of the ANC from Tshwane region. Watinta bafazi, watinta imbokodo zakufa finish and clear. Comrades, we are left with a couple of minutes. As you get seated, stay where you are, don't move around a lot. But to remind you, our communication today will be boosted by yourselves by taking part on Twitter, at my ANC on Facebook, at my ANC on Instagram, at my ANC. And we start now in all the provinces. So as we deal with that, I would like to check whether the provinces are ready in terms of tonight. The first province that is going to start the introduction is going to be led by the chairperson of the Eastern Cape, Comrade Oscar Mabuyan. Is the Eastern Cape ready? Can you line the Eastern Cape? Eastern Cape. Is that the Eastern Cape? The Eastern Cape is going to be the first province, and then the second province is going to be the Free State, led by Mxolisi Dukwana. I can see he's in a hurry to introduce the candidates of the Free State. Is the Free State ready? Free State. Yeah, I can see Free State is ready. Is that the Eastern Cape? Cameraman and the soundman are disappointing me. So I need you to cue each province as I call it. Ian, please. Free State is ready. And then KwaZulu Natal. Please show us KwaZulu Natal. That can be KwaZulu. KwaZulu Natal. We see you, Makabani Sanbonani. I call my comrade. I call Makabani. Chief, we can't hear the sound there. KwaZulu Natal.
1, 2, 1.
Amanda.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay. We see KwaZulu Natal is ready. Limpopo.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Limpopo. Can you show us Limpopo? Ikari kwena lichomi yawa umo bioscope bakai my comrade. Can you show us Limpopo? Is that Limpopo? Great. Can you show us Mpumalanga? Mpumalanga. Is that Mpumalanga?
That's the technicians. Nelspruit. Hey, unmute.
Is that Nelspruit? Okay. And then Northwest. Northwest. No supra asaleo mo. Utsweri Susan Chanki. Susan. Aye, Northwest, aye. Thank you. And then we go to Northern Cape. That's the North Cape. Can you show us Northern Cape? Dash. That's the Provincial Secretary of Northern Cape.
And it was overcast when it was formed by clergymen, chiefs, and learned fellows, those who got their degrees overseas.
No, pass him. He's talking Marxism. Yes. And then the Western Cape. We are taking the Western Cape this time around.
The technical people are saying you must tell the provinces to go to the live feed. This was just a test.
I don't know how to tell them. Ninjani! And then we go to Gauteng. Here we are. Aye, Gauteng, aye. Yeah, but we must move now.
Yes. minutes, then we're moving to the live feed. Then the program starts.
The program starts now. Okay. Thank you very much. Can you play some music, DJ?
Say abadlwengulwayo kubantwana abadlwengulwayo kubogogo abadlwengulwayo abesifazana ababulawayo ngizongena totuto ngizongena totuto ngizongena totuto ngizongena ngijima kubesilisa bahlukunyezwayo abaphethwe depression abashaywa imihla yonke ngizongena ngijima ngizongena totuto ngizongena totuto ngizongena totuto ngizongena ngijima kulama mahlukunyezwa ngemalungelo abo Thume kongolose ngizongena ngijima Human rights siyayivuma singaxwayani ngobuhlanga singaxwayani ngobuze sithi khongolose ngizongena ngijima ngizongena totuto ngizongena ngijima ngithi totuto totuto Come on.
ANC yoyodo epete i-freedom charter wema i-ANC yoyodo
Amandla! Comrades, we are now starting with our program. We are starting with our program. Can all be seated? And ihlale phansi bamba umthetho. There is enough space here, comrades, and there is even an overflow at the back. We've got over 1,000 councillors from Gauteng here in this Alberton Civic. We are starting with our program, which I have outlined to all of you. I've been told by the technical people that we are now moving live from the testing to connecting with the rest of the provinces. Comrades, in terms of the program, we're going to start with the national anthem. But before I do that, we've got the national chair of the ANC with us here, Comrade Gwede Mantashe. Viva, Comrade Mantashe, viva! Viva, Comrade Gwede Mantashe, viva! Viva, National Chairperson, viva! We also have the Deputy Secretary General and the Acting Secretary General of the ANC, Comrade Jesse Duarte. Malibongwe! Igama lamakhosikazi! Malibongwe! We have the former Deputy President of the ANC, the former President of the Republic, the former Secretary General of the ANC, Comrade Khalima Mutlante, with us here today. Viva Mkulua, viva! Viva Mkulua, viva! Mpilonde, Mkulua, Mpilonde! The President will join us. He was in Mozambique. We finished very late in the Free State yesterday. This morning he was in Mozambique on the side crash of Comrade Samora Machel. So he's on his way here. He will be with us before 8 o'clock. Like I said, 8 o'clock exactly, the President will speak to us. The Deputy President was working on the ground together with the TG. Comrades from all provinces, I don't know whether we are ready with the national anthem. Zulu? National anthem, can we all stand up? In all the provinces, men must take off their heads. And then Kanyo Mapumulo will lead us with the national anthem. Thank you.
Nkosi sikeleli Afrika maluphakanyisa uphondo lwayo yizwa imithandazo yethu Nkosi sikelela thina lusapho lwayo morena boloka sitshaba sa Yesu ufedise dintwali matshwenyeho usiboloke siboloke sitshaba sa Yesu sitshaba sa South Africa, South Africa, and to blow
Thank you very much. I'll now, without any waste of time, invite Pastor Nomvula Dlamini to come forward and open with a short prayer.
Can I start with you first? Both hands, please. Thank you.
Amandla! Amandla! Good evening, South Africa. To the program director, to the president of the ANC, to the leadership collect of the ANC, to the leadership of the ANC Women's League, all provincial leaders, our councillor candidates across South Africa with who we trust and we know that they are capable and ready to serve our people with humility and all protocol observed. I receive and do receive my humble greetings and blessings in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. My name is Nomvula Dlamini. I would like to start our prayer with a verse from the book of James, James 3, verse 17 to 18. The wisdom that comes from heaven is first pure, peaceful, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruits. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. Amen. Let's all close and pray our eyes. Heavenly Father, I stand as your servant, interceding for all the leaders of South Africa under the sound of my voice. Lord, grant them the wisdom and the strength and the spirit of servanthood. I pray that they will lead their communities with the hearts and the mind of Christ, selflessly with no expectations of personal gains. We pray as we pledge today that we sacrifice all in rebuilding our beautiful country, South Africa. Lord, grant them wisdom to make decisions that will ensure that we live as one nation. In the name of Jesus. Father, I thank you that you will give them the mind and the heart, that they will be able to address service delivery, fight against gender-based violence, and social injustices. We rebuke political affiliated killings that we have since seen rearing its head in our beautiful country. We pray and we rebuke over teenage pregnancy, the use of alcohol and drug abuse in our societies. Lord, grant us conscience to lead and let them commit themselves daily. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for this time in prayer as we commit each and everyone who is a leader in this room and a lot more. Thank you, Lord, that you'll grant them the wisdom and the strength to do so. Thank you. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor. Comrade National Chairperson, Comrade Gwedemandashe says, I've taken his job of National Chairperson. So I told him that I don't have ambitions for that position of national chairperson. So, comrades, we are gathered here today to, among others, make a pledge and take a pledge for doing better going forward, so that some of us, when we are on the wrong side and misrepresenting the mandate our people have given us and the ANC, we remember this day. And when the ANC act decisively, where there is wrongdoing, don't ask questions. Remember this day when you sign the pledge. And a pledge, when you sign, is a legal document. So you'll sign it and hand over to the provincial secretary, who are mandated by the acting secretary general, who will oversee the signing of this pledge on behalf of the Secretary General of the African National Congress and the NEC. Without any waste of time, I'm going, before I call the chairperson of Ekurhuleni and the mayor, Mzwandile Masina, going to ask you to play us a video of Ekurhuleni, the city, the ANC governed.
Well, this is Albertina Sisulu fire station. It's meant to look after the Kempton Park CBD. As you know, that we have been building this infrastructure program. We've spent about 40 million to date, and this project is going to be complete by June. We had a lot of challenges here. There was underground water challenge, which needed some engineering so that we can build infrastructure to accommodate the water problems that we have experienced here. I'm happy that today, as we're here, the team indicates that in the next 2 months, all the project snacks would have completed, and then we'll be ready to open this and give it to the community. I made a call that we want to make sure that all our infrastructure build program that I spoke about during the State of the City's address must be open, must be given to the community, so that the new administration must start its own projects. I'm happy with the visit that we have been undertaking in the East. We're here today in the North to see different build program. Next week we'll be in the South, and once we're done, we should be able to share the success stories that we have been able to do, because sometimes written words are different than visual pictures, which is what we're trying to create. When we say we've built 5 fire stations, we must now show you where they are and what is happening. When we say we've built 10 libraries, all those things, we are now bringing them to reality, so that our people can see that indeed that infrastructure has been built. I'm happy that just next door, the police precinct has now been completed. We're planning the opening soon, so that work can start in this particular area.
We are standing here at Tembisa Licensing Hub. The investment on this infrastructure is at 82.3 million. This is one of its kind. I'm saying one of its kind because previously you would find licensing services centers in your industrial areas, in your towns. Now in Ekurhuleni, we thought, look, let's package these services together and let's bring it at the doorstep of our communities, hence this facility. This is the one that you can have countrywide. What happens is, as opposed to your previous practices where you would go to a number of centers for different services, you come here, you get all the services. When I say all the services, it means you can do your driver's licensing here, you can do your driver's testing here, you can do your motor vehicle registration here, you can also do your motor vehicle testing here. As you can see, this is the main building. You also have the vehicle testing center on the other side. You also have the testing ground on the other side there. So we are quite grateful, we are quite happy that this will now make it easier for our communities to access this important service. But not only that, this will relieve pressure from your centers like Kempton Park and others. We are quite happy that this will actually assist in terms of revenue stimulation for the city.
This tower, it cost 39 million. The purpose of the tower is that here we had a problem with pressure. As you can see, we have 3 old reservoirs. So this tower will be pumping to these reservoirs, and it is mainly to help what aid the high density houses. By end of June, this tower will
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, comrades. We also have NEC members with us here. Comrade Lindy Zulu. Okay. We also have Comrade Lindy Maseko. We also have Comrade Ayanda Dlodlo. We also have Comrade Pinky Kekana. We also have Comrade Becky Kele. We also have Comrade Zingiswa Losi. We also have the Women's League Secretary General, Comrade Myoho Matuba. We also have comrades who serve in government as ministers and deputy ministers also present here. And we also have you, the community influencers. Kilo namos the celebrities are questioning. As somebody was saying, no, ANC does not have influencers. Kirikanjan. Because the ANC influencers are councillors, candidates. These are the people who are known in the communities. Aral topa fela mostratemo. We tested on the ground with the support of the people. So thank you, comrades. And now, without any waste of time, I'm going to move now to the introduction of candidates by each and every province. I'm trying to cover time so that when we dance and do all those little things, the most important business of tonight is done. I'm going to ask that we cue the Eastern Cape, Comrade Oscar Mabuyane, to introduce 786 PR candidates of the ANC and 710 ward candidates of the ANC in the Eastern Cape Pondweni. Can we line the Eastern Cape province for the introduction? Amanda, can we go to the Eastern Cape, please? Comrade Mabuyane, over to you.
Thank you very much, Program Director, Comrade Marks. Greetings to the NOBs and the entire NEC, PC and RECs, leadership of our leagues and alliance, our candidate councillors, our volunteers, members and supporters of the ANC across the length and breadth of our country. Molweni nonke makabane. Comrade Marks and the national leadership, to people of our province here today, I'm pleased to introduce to you 1,496 women and men made up of 786 PR candidates, 710 ward councillor candidates, voted by registered voters from 4,803 VDs across our province. They are now working with 250 volunteers per ward. That makes up to 177,500 volunteers in our province. These are capable and dedicated servants of our people who have been drawn from across the 8 regions of our province. Of these candidates, 50% are women, which is a product of the historical struggles of women and demonstration of the ANC's commitment to gender equality. Throughout our 8 regions, our candidates have a fair representation of young people, with the Eastern Cape having the youngest candidate in the country at the age of 20 years. We are introducing highly skilled and experienced candidates whom we not only selected from the serving councillors, but widely from the individuals who have vast experience and expertise in the local government sector. We once again demonstrated our non-racial character by having a list of candidates that reflects other national groups that are eligible to stand for elections in our country. Mandisho kodwa into kokuba sinazo ingxakanyana esizilungisayo nezizikhalazo ezifakiweyo, all those are attended to. We have set in motion a process that seeks to resolve those complaints that have been brought forward. We will deal with that even after elections. Ndivumeleke mphathi inkqubo into kokuba ndiphakamise ezi councillors candidates zethu ngokwe regions. Ndizawuqala nge-Alfred Nzo. Alfred Nzo ukhona, ndizawucela ii-councillors zonke ziphakame zase-Alfred Nzo kulaa kona. Nansiya i-Alfred Nzo ikho yonke. Ndize apha ecakwayo nge-Amathole, ndicela i-Amathole iphakame ibonwe, nansi i-Amathole. Ndize nge-WB Khubusana region, yole iKhubusana region ikhona yonke. Ndize nge-Christiani region, yole iChristian mayiphakame ibonwe lilizwe. Ndize ngeJogabi, yole iJogabi yakulonzingo.
Sorry.
Nelson Mandela, Nelson Mandela ikhona.
Sorry, Slalo. Sorry.
Sarah Batman, nansi Sarah Batman ikhona obuninzi bayo. Tata Owar Tambo, Tata. Long live the spirit of Owar Tambo, long live. Nansi Owar Tambo ikho yonke. Nazi candidates zase-Eastern Cape, naba bantu abazaba ngabathunywa be-ANC, abazawusebenzela abantu base-Eastern Cape ngokuzinikela, ngenhlonipho, ngokulandela i-pledge ethe yabekwa apha phambi kwabo. Enkosi kakhulu, Comrade Bucks, thank you very much.
Amandla. Can you show us the candidates? Is it possible to show us the people? Ian, can you show us the people in the Eastern Cape? The cameraman is... Can the cameraman please wake up? In the next province, thank you, Eastern Cape. Amanda. Comrades, the next province will be Free State. Mkolisi Tukwana, the convener of the province, to introduce 313 PR candidates and 319 ward candidates. Comrade Mkolisi, over to you.
Ndiyabulela, Comrade Bucks, National Chairperson, inkokheli zonke ezikhoyo as a NEC, Comrade Khalima, nani nonke eninyiluweyo enikhoyo apha siyanibulisa. Comrades, the ANC in the Free State has 1.4 million registered voters. It has 5 regions, 35 LETs. We have 319 wards, and the number of VDs, 1,565. The total number of registered voters in the Free State, as I said, we will then break them down as we go to regions. I would like to invite the Fezile Dabi region to stand up. Ifezile Dabi in wards is 73. In number of ward candidates is 73. In number of PR candidates, as I said, Fezile Dabi, 59. The cameraman is Vezanga. Siya kwilizwe liputswa. Ilizwe liputswa in awards is 74. Field day candidates kuzo zonke awards. Izawuza kwi-breakdown xa seyenze zonke. Ilizwe liputswa sine number of PR candidates ezingu-64. Siye kwi-region elandelayo. The next region will then be Thabo Mofutshanyane. We have 98 number of wards. We have fielded 98 ward candidates and 115 number of PR candidates. Then the next region is Kharib, Masimeni Kharib. Kharib has 23 wards, 23 ward candidates fielded with 27 number of PR candidates. Then we have our Metro Mangaung. Mangaung has 51 number of wards, and we have fielded all the wards, all 51 of them, with a number of PR candidates, 47. The skill percentage here to Mengol Shobo. Management, we have 62% of our candidates having skills, no qualifications as Negayo, and 60% about OR Tambo School of Leadership, budget and financial management, 60%, e-metric about metric, about 89%, e-governance 70%, and then post-metric 45%, economic management 30%, computer literacy 73%, communication 80%, leadership 76%, legal 23%, and then conflict resolution and problem solving 76%. We have total number of 319 wards. And in the 319 wards, 253 are males, making it a 79% male, which is not a good reflection. And we have 66 females in the wards, constituting 21%. Umsebenzi umsemkhulu
Youth, we are 59 and making 18%. Sisashota kakhulu. And then in the PR, we have a total number of PRs, 312. Data males constituting 150, which makes it 48%, and females 162, constituting 52%, youth 59, making it 19%. Isende lendlela siza kuyikabela side sifumane i-25% nangapha kwi-youth no mama amandla.
Give Free State a good round of applause. We've got many legal minds in that list of the Free State. Comrades, we give a round of applause because we can see that each and every province have taken an effort to get good candidates. And to get good candidates, capable candidates, comrades have gone an extra mile. And I think we need to give them a good round of applause for that. Now I will cross over to KZN, Comrade Sithe Zigalala. PR candidates 908. And ward candidates 901. Comrade Zigalala, over to you.
Thank you, Comrade Mbalula, Program Director. Greetings to the national officials, the President in absentia, the Deputy President, and all officials and the NEC, the former Deputy President, the Alliance partners, SACP and COSATU, the leagues, and all comrades, including the provincial leadership and the NEC employees who are with us. Comrades, in KwaZulu-Natal, we have a total number of 1,809 candidates, and the breakdown is 901 ward candidates and 908 PR candidates. In terms of available seats, we are contesting all wards and all PR seats. In terms of our list, we have embraced the 50% equity, and thus we have 50% women and 50% men, including in the electable positions. We've got 27% of young people who are below the age of 35. We've got 14% who represent the national groups, which is colored, Indians, and whites. Continuity and experience is 62%, and about 92% of our candidates possess matric certificate. On top of that, 58% possess diplomas and degrees, including the postgraduate degrees. And therefore, in terms of skills, we present 58%. In the interest of time, I will say all 11 regions are here, and I will not take your time introducing region by region, because we know that we are winning from the first region till the last region, and all municipalities who are contesting determined to win. Amandla!
Amandla! The next province, comrades, let's give KZN a big round of applause. The next province is Limpopo. Chairperson, Comrade Stanley Chupu Matabata.
Facilitator. Limpopo is very cold and it's even crazy. Comrade President, in absentia, members of the executive, fellow chairpersons of the province, comrades, councillor candidates, comrades and compadres, good evening. In the question came, this traditional speech as the home of the African National Congress. Limpopo is not ever conflict with the of councillor candidates. We are the entire spectrum of society and building the legacy skills and experience. The democratic strength of candidates is proportional to the demographics of the province, the dominance of African councillor candidates in predominantly African communities. The sprinkling of minority groups ranges from 3% to 4%. While representation in urban enclaves such as Electoral, where you've got 4% PR and 3% white, and Zanil also followed the same pattern. Then you can find a strong expression in the councillor candidate list across local municipalities. Sorry. So the gender equity finds a strong expression in the councillor candidates across local and district municipalities. Where in some municipalities, women candidates dominate, like in municipalities such as Marule, where you've got 63% women, Makado and Tilamela, you've got 60% each women. Youth representatives is on the ascendant in our councillor candidate list, with youth accounting for an average of 13% overall, setting a clear tone for the future. The minimum qualification of our councillor candidates are grade 12 and computer literacy. On the minimum qualifications and skills, we've got teachers, nurses, doctors, engineers, lawyers, IT specialists. That's our councillor candidates. The total number of voting districts in the province is 3,186. And the total number of wards we are contesting is 568, and we are contesting 568 wards. Our PR candidates are 842 from all our regions. I'm now going to present the state of Limpopo councillor candidates, region by region. What candidates? Norman Mashaman, we've got 129 ward candidates. Norman Mashaman, can we all stand up? Ward candidates of Norman Mashaman, including the PR? Norman Mashaman, Member, we've got 127 ward candidates. Member, the legendary member, can you all stand up? Peter Makaba, we've got 113 candidates. All stand up. Thank you. Banana Kiskilama. Waterland, we've got 80. Thank you. Can you all stand up? The total 1 candidate from Electoral is 568. In conclusion, I would want to say these men and women, young and old, are representatives of our rainbow nation. These men and women are ready and willing to give their best in compensation of their forebearers, such as Peter Makaba, Samson Oki, Collins Chabani, the political enemy, Lawrence Kukanoka, Peter Chabelek, and many others. I therefore want to present to this glorious organization our young councillor candidate, Comrade President. They are behind me here, and you heard them. Are you all in the water? Are you all in? Now we are ANC the with me.
Amanda, give Braston a good round of applause. We have had challenges there, we can't repeat, but it is recorded, you will get it. But we have heard all the good things that he said there and there in terms of the presentation. I'll now invite Comrade Mandla Ndovu from Mpumalanga. 468 PR candidates and 400 ward candidates. Comrade Mandla.
Amandla, long live ANC, long live. Greetings to the President, NEC officials, NEC members present here. We're happy that this gathering, but you are disrupting me. We're blessed by the presence of NEC members, Comrade Violet, Comrade Regina Maula, Comrade Gwen, and Comrade Digaleti. Greetings to PEC members, the leagues, our alliance partners, and our candidates, the people's candidates. On behalf of the ANC in the province, I thank you, first candidates, for accepting to serve our people in local government. When you are in local government, you are on the ground and you are looking into the eyes and hearts of the people you are there to serve. It touches you. It teaches you to listen. It teaches you to be expansive in the people with whom you talk to. And I think that that engagement gives you political judgment. It is an honor to present to the people of the province, men and women, who love our people in order to serve them better. Humble servants who listen to everybody. In the province, there are 3 regions aligned to 3 municipal districts. I will start with Enhlazeni. Enhlazeni, we have got a total of 130 wards. We are contesting all the wards. We fielded 130 proportional candidates. In total, there are 260 councillors. When we include 28 district candidates, our candidates are 288. I want to request all the candidates of the ANC from Enhlazeni to stand up. Female candidates in this region are 55.9%. Continuity is 49.7%. Youth representation is 20%. Alliance is well represented. Most of the councillors, most of the candidates here have high qualifications. We have got candidates that have got master's degree. There are two candidates here that are advocates. I don't know whether you will call them advocates, candidates, Mandla Ndlovu, or candidates, councillor, Mandla Ndlovu. In Kangala, the total number of wards are 143 and 131 proportional candidates in 6 local municipalities. We have got 22 candidates for district, in total 296 candidates. The female candidates is 52%, continuity 40%, youth 20%, and the alliance is also well represented. I'll request comrades from Kangala to stand up. Mighty Kangala, long live! Kharsibande, we have 126 wards and 126 PR candidates. When you include the 19 district candidates in these 8 municipalities, when you include the district, you have got 271 candidates. Female candidates, 50%, 50.9%. Youth, 20%, continuity 40%, alliance well represented. And the qualifications of comrades from this region are also very high. I will request comrades to stand up from Kharsiban. Comrades in the province, we have 400 wards. We are contesting all the wards. 468 proportional candidates. Female representation in the province is 52.9%. Continuity, 42%, youth, 20%. VDs, we have got 1,798 VDs. As I indicated, we have got advocates on our list. Comrades, we want to thank our communities for joining hands with the ANC to select the best candidates for our people. Candidates that are paired with responsibility and accountability. Together, we have given the people of the province quality candidates. Comrade candidates, bear in mind that we are not the masters. The people are the masters. We are the servants of the people. What the electorate gives, the electorate can take away. Nyabonga, Amandla.
Amandla, Zoom seems to be working in Mpumalanga. Thank you very much, comrades. I'm now going to call upon Comrade Susan Janchis from Northwest to present 477 PR candidates and 403 ward candidates. Watinta bafazi. Watinta bafazi. Comrade Susan. Yo, matlhabisa ditlhong tse. We can't hear Comrade Susan. Can we pass to another province? Can we go to another province whilst we sort out Northwest? Can we go to Northern Cape, Comrade Zamani, to present 229 PR candidates and 232 ward candidates? Northern Cape, Comrade Zamani.
Amandla. Viva ANC, viva. Viva Northern Cape, viva. Forward to victory, forward. Voorwaarts, Noord-Kaap, voorwaarts. Voorwaarts, Noord-Kaap, voorwaarts. Amandla. Thank you very much, Program Director. Let me start by greeting the Leadership Collective, the President of our glorious movement, the former Deputy President, Alema Motlanthe. Let me also greet all the members of the National Executive Committee of the African National Congress. And I think I must also report that our convener, Comrade Colin Mayine, is with us here. Let me greet the members of the Provincial Executive Committees from all provinces, and let me greet our candidate councillors from all provinces.
Old comrades, Amanda, comrades.
There's a disruption.
So the directives it's from.
Yeah, it's my neighboring province, Northwest. Those are my neighbors. Let me thank the National Executive Committee for convening this councillors' roll call and affirmation of the ANC pledge. For us in the Northern Cape Program Director, this is a very significant event. Hence, all our ward and PR councillor candidates are here today. Can you give yourselves a nice round of applause? Program Director in the Northern Cape, we have 31 municipalities, and the African National Congress is in charge of all 31 municipalities. And our minimum goal for these 2021 local government elections is to retain our incumbency in all 21 municipalities. This is possible because we offer to the people of the Northern Cape the most disciplined and skilled councillor candidates. And we offer to the people of the Northern Cape a stable, vibrant, and dynamic African National Congress. We have 232 wards, and the ANC fielded 1 candidates in all wards. We have the most diverse and balanced list. The representation of the alliance partners features very prominently on our list. In terms of gender, program director, out of the 470 councillor candidates, 255 are female and 215 are male. And this is the highest representation of female councillor candidates in the history of local government in the Northern Cape. Young people constitute 25% of all councillors, and we should give young people a nice round of applause for the vibrancy that they add to our elections campaign. Continuity program director stands at 46%, and all our lists are fairly balanced in terms of race. We get all racial groups represented. Out of the 460 candidate councillors, 242 have post-matric qualifications in diverse educational fields. We have candidate councillors who've got qualifications in economics, education, politics, management, local government, finance, etc. Can I, as I close, ask the candidate councillors from Ixtika Isakaseme to greet your counterparts in other provinces? And the candidate councillors from Francisburg, can you greet your counterparts in other provinces? And the candidate councillors from ZF, can you say hi to your counterparts? And our candidate councillors from Namakwa, let us say hello for Alman. En mevrouw Gaande. Hulle sê dit gaan baie goed en voorwaarts ANC voorwaarts. And our candidate councillors from John Heights, can we greet? Thank you very much, Program Director. That's what we have as the Northern Cape. Thank you very much.
Give Northern Cape a big round of applause. Thank you, Comrade Zamani. We'll now call Comrade Lirumo Kalako from Western Cape. We are fielding 392 PR candidates, 406 ward candidates. Comrade Lirumo will be followed by Gauteng, Alberton Civic Center, where we are. Comrade Lirumo, over to you.
Comrade Khalima, the chair of our electoral committee, and our colleagues and comrades in other provinces, we greet you as a Western Cape. In the Western Cape, we have 792 candidates. Out of these 792, we have 406 wards, which were contesting all of them as ANC. We have 386 PR candidates. Our list is reflective of the non-racial character of the ANC and demographics of the province. Our list have 25% of our list is young people. 48% is women. We still have to improve on those. Out of our candidates, we have comrades with experience who are coming back. There's continuity. We have our comrades who have doctorates, who are doctors, lawyers, chemists, others are doing their master's degrees. We have accountants amongst our lists. We have people and comrades who specialize on public administration and governance. We have bishops and reverends, which have actually, we have the alliance is represented in our structures. We still have to improve on that score. Let me now come. We have here all regions, all entities are represented are here. Let's start with Karoo. Karoo, can you greet the national? Victor Mulosi region. Overberg region. Poland. West Coast. Metro. Comrades, our list, we have even tried to have, by all means, to make sure that we have people with disability. Thank you very much, Comrade Program Director Amanda.
I'm now going to invite on the center stage Comrade Panyaza Lisufi, the Deputy Chair of Gauteng, to introduce 522 PR candidates and 529 ward candidates. Comrade Panyaza.
Amandla, amandla, mayibuye iTshwane, mayibuye, mayibuye iTshwane, mayibuye, mayibuye iMidvaal, mayibuye, tata iKuruleni, tata, tata Joburg, tata, tata Sidibeng, tata, tata Western, tata. Thank you so much, Program Director. Our President, Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa, and members of the NEC, Chairperson of our Electoral Committee, former President Kgalema Motlanthe, Provincial Chairpersons across our country, candidates, fellow comrades. The task and the mandate is simple. Don't disappoint our people. Ensure that the city of Tshwane come back home to the African National Congress. That we must leave no stone unturned to ensure that Midvaal join the family of the African National Congress and we save the community of Sicelo and surrounding communities of neglect and poverty. Program Director and the leadership of the ANC, we introduce to you capable and committed candidates who who will leave no stone unturned to serve, and serve our people. These candidates represent people with disabilities, youth, women, the LGBTQI community, and highly qualified individuals, some holding doctorates, masters, and honors degrees. We are proud that our list also incorporates representatives of our alliance partners as well as organs of civil society. We are further proud that our list also ensures that we keep a substantial number of experienced councillors who have served in majority of our municipalities. Some have been with our municipalities more than 10 years. This, we believe, will be the core, the center, and the school that will train those that are joining us for the first time. So, Program Director, allow me to introduce our candidates from our clean audit, Ekurhuleni Municipality. Sabo. From our Josie at work, Joburg Municipality. Sabonga Mataba. From the City of Government, Tshwane Municipality. From the River City, Sidibeng District Municipality. From the West End, the home of Omuna Lady, West End District Municipality. Thank you so much, comrades. Program Director, we want to urge all Gauteng voters. There is only one movement that is capable and ever ready. As you receive your ballot papers on the 1st of November, do the honorable thing. Vote for the African National Congress. Thank you so much, Program Director.
Viva Gauteng, viva! Tata Gauteng, tata! Tata ANC, tata! Pata Ramaphosa, pata! Wa tseba no ka dinako tse ke kena moyeng. Dinako di ile ma comrade ke a le bona le khathetse ene re tobile more long come power no. We are taking power. Do you want to welcome our youngest candidate as we prepare ourselves for the pledge? But pledge ene ke batla link Ntate Ramaphosa le teng. Ke batla president a utlwe pledge. Hali signela link. DJ, can you give us a revolutionary song? Sorry. I'm sorry, comrades. Northwest will kill me. Comrade Susan, it looks like the technicalities have been resolved. Viva Northwest, viva! Comrade Susan, Northwest. And thereafter, Chief, you hit us with a revolutionary song. Yes. Susan.
African National Congress. African National Congress and Ramaphosa. African National Congress. ke leboge maloko a komiti ya rona ya nakwana mo bokone bophirima comrade Hlomane Chauke, comrade Linda Miga, comrade Saleba Molapisi, comrade China Dodoku, comrade Fidi Mapulane, comrade Jojo Matala, comrade Kenny Murolong. Ke lebogele batjha ba rona ba etelletswe pele ke comrade Mogomotsi. Viva Mayana Yana Viva! Ke re ke a leboga comrade Mbalula, mme re amogele gore mafaratlhatlha ke yone ao a re sutlhileng go tlhaga mo letlhakoreng la ntlokgolo, mme re amogela jaaka province e na le boikokobetso le tlhompho ka nako tse tsotlhe. Mme ke tla simolola fela ka gore African National Congress. Rena le tshepo e netefatseng go bone re ba sekasekile re dirile mmogo le di-community tsa rona ka gore ba ne ba ya boraro ke ngaka Tugomotsi Mombati re kopa le eme ka maoto dumedise boeteledipele. Matla ya bone ke ya rona ya ngaka Kaunda re kopa le eme ka maoto dumedise boeteledipele. Matla ke dithika tse rona le tsone mo bone bophirima, mme mo pusong ya rona puso selegae e ko tlase di-local municipalities tsa rona di 18, mme re na le di-wards di le 403, re na le di-voting stations di le 1743, mme mo di-wardeng tsotlhe tse tse 403 re na le baemedi ke bone ba rona le bone mo letsatsing la kajeko ba re emetseng, mme di-peer councillors tsa rona di 477 ga re ba kopanya ba botlhe ba rongwa pusong kana baemedi ba ANC mo bokone bophirima ba 880. Ga re tla mo kemeding ya rona ka mokgwa o re abileng ka teng go ya ka taelo ya ga rre Kgalema Motlanthe o eteletse ditlhopho ko pele, re fikile ka bojotlhe gore bomme ba nne le kemedi. Go fitlha ga jaana bomme ba emetswe ke 40% ya bomme. 40% e dirwa ke gore borre ba le bantsi ba eme mo diwoteng tsa rona, mme ga re fitlha mo batšheng ba rona re fitlhela e le gore batšha ba rona ba re emeletse ka 20% province ka bophara, mme 20% e ga o e check-a ka dimasepala tsa rona re na le dimasepala di le 7 tseo e leng gore ba fetile 25% ka botonna jo bokalo. And mo godimo ga moo re na le mogare ga rona ke go ka eme ka maoto comrade Nkgopotse Diseko ke motšha wa rona yo monnyane o na le 21 years. A re ka mo Amanda a re ka mo goreng bokgoni kana ka mokgwa o ba ka dirisana mmogo ba dirisa their strength and their weaknesses. Re fitlhela e le gore mo botlhopheng ba rona we have a doctor, bao e leng gore ba na le masters graduates, and ba bangwe ba rona ba dirile degree, bontsi ba bone ba dirile junior degree, bontsi ba bone ba fetile matriki, ba na le post-matric qualifications. Ra le leboga bagolo ba rona. Ga re ya ko bokhutlong ke rata ke re maikano a re go a tsaya mo letsatsing la kajeko barongwana ba rona baemedi ba ANC lekwalo le re yang go le saena le ga se morabaraba ebile ga se motshameko. Rona re le bokwane bophirima re ba lebadi a dimasepala tsa 2016 ra le roma ko pusong le go go direla setšhaba le go tlisa diphetogo mo maphelong a baagi ba rona ba bokone bophirima. Amandla! Maatla! Long live, Comrade President, long live!
Amanda. Comrades, let's give a round of applause to Northwest. Finally, Comrade Susie managed to deliver the message. Nimzwile angisho. Rialebuwa, Northwest Rialebuwa. Now, Comrade Councillor candidates, I'm going to call on the stage former Deputy President, former Secretary General, to speak to us about the selection process and what is going to happen post the election going forward. Comrade Khalima Mutlante. Amandla! Kanisho ingoma nje ngawusho nje into evuthiweyo mfondini. Zwa ndiza kusikela uzawuphakamisa upresident apha ekuruleni. Oyaruna, oyaruna, oyaruna. Irima kwala acheche, iyo cheche le mura ura uman. Irima kwala acheche, iyo cheche le mura uman. Runa bapilutsit. Oh ya runa. Oh ya runa. Oh ya runa. Bapilutsitata. Oh ya runa. Oh ya runa. Oh ya runa. Amanda. Comrades, when I say building better communities, you say together. And when I say together, you say building better communities. Building better communities. Building better communities. Together. Mkulu.
Thank you very much. Amalda. Viva ANC, viva! Program Director and Head of National Elections, Comrade Fikile Mbalula, the President of the African National Congress, Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa, and all the national officials, members of the National Executive Committee, the provincial and regional leadership of the African National Congress, the leadership of the leagues, the leadership of the alliance, honorable candidates. As the Electoral Committee, we are grateful to be provided with this opportunity to present a brief account on the candidate selection process, as well as the resolution of outstanding disputes as follows. Subsequent to the establishment of the Electoral Committee in April this year by the National Executive Committee, we have embarked on an arduous task to transform, improve, and strengthen the ANC's internal democratic processes of ensuring that its candidates for the forthcoming local government elections are credible individuals nominated and/or endorsed by the communities. The Electoral Committee moved swiftly to establish the Provincial List Committees, PLCs, to manage and coordinate the candidate selection process, including the resolution of disputes that established the regional interview and vetting panels, RIVPs, to screen, order, and balance the PR candidates in terms of gender, youth, credibility, skills required to better serve our communities. The ANC should be lodged with the provincial list committees, and appeals against the PLC verdicts should be lodged with the Electoral Committee for final decisions. The Electoral Committee has received feedback from the national officials as well as the National Elections Team, indicating that the outstanding disputes on the candidate selection processes are of great concern to the ANC structures as well as the communities. The Electoral Committee has assured the ANC leadership as well as structures and communities that we shall ensure that all outstanding disputes are speedily resolved shortly after the elections on the 1st of November 2021 as per the NEC decision. In line with our unwavering commitment to process and resolve all outstanding disputes, the PLCs have been directed to ensure that all the outstanding disputes are processed by the 15th of November 2021, and the Electoral Committee shall finalize all the appeals by the 30th of November 2021. Accordingly, all ANC leaders and comrades are asked to refrain from trying to resolve disputes whilst on the campaign trail and should instead refer all such disputes encountered whilst campaigning to the Electoral Committee using our existing channels of communication. We urge all comrades to close rank, unite, and exercise maximum discipline to ensure victory in all the wards which the ANC is contesting throughout the country. Our message to all the ANC candidates is that there is no higher honor than being chosen to represent the people. You represent the people of the specific ward you come from. If you win, you represent and work for all the people, and you govern for everyone, even those who voted against you. Their problems are your problems. You are the living link between them and any government services people should have access to. You have to be both an effective representative as well as an effective councillor. People will knock on your door at any time of the night or day when they have a problem or a crisis or a disaster and need of the support or services of the government. In council, you will be expected to know every problem and every plan that affects your ward. You will have to be a strong voice for the people of your ward and work tirelessly for your people to get the development they need. Proportional representation candidates or list candidates have been chosen by the ANC through a democratic nomination process and a further screening and selection process. This helped us to select some of the best talent in our movement. We also made sure that we selected women and youth in greater numbers so that our councillors reflect the diversity and richness of our society. But PR councillors have a higher mission than just winning a council seat. You have to help ensure that each municipality is effectively governed and managed and meets the goals and targets we have set for our country in terms of development of services. Those of you who become part of the ANC-governed municipality must always remember that the people have entrusted you with all the resources of the state so that you can govern and deliver on their behalf. You will be responsible for bringing government services to the people in an equitable, efficient, and economic way as dictated by our Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. I thank you for your kind attention.
Amandla, building better communities together. Now I finish and I say, building better communities together, and you say vote ANC. Okay? Building better communities together. Building better communities together. Vote ANC. That's the reason you have to vote ANC. Is because we want to build better communities. Not alone, but with the people. Amanda! Comrades, we have our comrades from government here. Deputy Minister of COGTA. Tembing Kadime, what's one mutu wa muleba la usebeta uluntat? You forget a person. Tembing Kadime, the former president of Salga. And then is with our Minister of Communication, Silence Kumbuzo Nchaveni. Watinta Bafazi. And then we have the Young Lions here. Noneba, the convener of the Youth League. Raw Young Lions, raw. Amanda. Our president has arrived. Viva President Ramaphosa, viva. Viva President Ramaphosa, viva. Mata. I'm going now to call upon the president of COSATU to give us a message of support, because I must meet that deadline that the president will be on podium exactly at 8 o'clock. Comrade Zingiswa Losi, the president of COSATU. President. Malibongwe.
Mama, we mama, we mama, we mama, we mama, mama, we mama, tolo ngaka, mama, we 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 mama, tolo ngaka, mama, we mama, we mama. Tutu zega ma, iwe ma, matolo ngaka, iwe ma, matutu zega ma.
Amandla, long live the African National Congress, long live. Long live the Revolutionary Alliance, long live. Pilangona Pagate, President Ramaphosa, Pilangona Pagate. Malibongwe. Ika Malama Kosikazi. Thank you very much, Comrade Mbax. The President of the ANC, President Cyril Ramaphosa. the officials of the ANC that are here and the entire NEC, former President Kgalema Motlanthe, members of COSATU and members of the party that are here, members of the media, our councillors and PR councillors, candidates. Comrades, we are 12 days away from the most difficult election since 1994. Unemployment has risen to 44%. Our country has been battling a global pandemic to which many lives have been lost. Corruption has crippled key parts of our state. SOEs and municipalities, basic services have deteriorated in many of our townships and rural areas. COSATU, coming from its central committee, has taken a decision to support the African National Congress in the 2021 local government election manifesto. We supported the ANC also because we participated in the drafting of the manifesto of the African National Congress. And that manifesto has many progressive commitments. These include councillors who are competent and that will deliver on that manifesto. It includes ramping up the fight against corruption. It includes saving and creating jobs across the economy and buying locally produced goods to boost manufacturing sectors. It commits to insourcing work in municipalities and ending labor brokers and outsourcing. It commits to rebuilding basic services in all our communities and ensuring that people are receiving the free electricity and water that they are entitled to. Comrades, COSATU and our affiliates have been crisscrossing the country, mobilizing our members, their families, and workers at large to come out in their numbers on the 1st of November to put the ANC back to power. Last week, we held Provincial Shop Steward Council in all our 9 provinces to ensure that workers are ready for the 1st of November. The response that we have received from workers has been overwhelming. They will come out, comrades, and they will vote for the African National Congress. We want to emphasize workers love the African National Congress. But also, comrades, workers are deeply pained by the behavior of some amongst us. Their support is not infinite. Our task is great. We are gathered, comrades, across the country with our candidate councillors. The nation has great expectations and demands. We simply cannot afford to let them down. Workers expect that our councillors will deliver and not to disappoint. We expect our councillors to implement the ANC local elections manifesto and not to forget about it. We expect that our councillors to behave with integrity and not to bring shame to us. Comrades, we will insist that our councillors honor their oath of office and the ANC and the Municipalities Act, and that we will act against anyone that is found wanting. This includes those that are charged criminally. They must step aside. We expect, comrades, that government and the ANC to undertake lifestyle audits of councillors, municipal managers, and procurement officials. We can no longer afford to let up on the fight against corruption. We expect, comrades, our councillors to work with COSATU and our affiliates. We do not want to receive reports about councillors who undermine the rights of workers. Singabi kunye namhlanje kusasa sesibuzana ukuthi kanene siyintoni kule ANC. So in conclusion, Chair, as COSATU, we will work side by side with the ANC and our councillors to deliver that better life for all and implement the manifesto fully. Vote ANC on the 1st of November. Amandla. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you. Vote ANC. In the building better communities. Niyayikhohlwa. Vote ANC. Together. Thank you, comrades. Comrade President, I'm just fixing my papers here. We have here, Mr. Comrade President, 9,405 candidates for local government elections throughout the country in all 9 provinces. They were presented here tonight by all the provincial chairpersons of the African National Congress. We are contesting this election in what we call wall-to-wall campaign. Comrade President, we are fielding 4,937 PR candidates. We are fielding 4,469 ward candidates. That is the African National Congress. I'm now going to call upon the young councillor of the African National Congress, who's going to read and present the pledge to the country. Boitumelo Thage is a 25-year-old ANC councillor candidate. Boitumelo Thage is a 25-year-old ANC councillor candidate. She comes from Ward 98 in Tshwane. She is the founder of a non-profit organization called A Second Chance, established in 2017. This NPO is focused on providing help and love for those who need it mostly. Its target are women, children, the homeless, and families which are living in townships and rural areas. She is also the co-founder of Anti-GBV Movement, which focuses on breaking the silence and creating a safe space for GBV victims, educating members of society about GBV, pandemic, and its impact on the world since 2020. She is a self-published author of children's book, which aims to educate children about GBV. She graduated from the University of South Africa with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Community and Health Psychology. She is an activist. She served in different structures of our movement. I ask you, councillors, not me, all of you councillors, in front of the President and the Acting Secretary General, now that you have signed your pledge, to stand up and ask Boitumelo to come forward and read the pledge.
Thank you.
Amandla. Awethu. Thank you very much. Greetings to the President of the Republic of South Africa and of the African National Congress. Greetings to the NEC members of the ANC and to all alliance partners that are here today. And I greet all my fellow councillor candidates of the African National Congress. And I say to you, let us do better. I'm going to start reading the pledge now. I, Boitumelo Thage, hereby voluntarily and solemnly affirm the ANC pledge to do better. A pledge to be honorable and contempt local leaders. A pledge to be action-orientated men and women who are committed to service delivery. A pledge to deliver services promptly and consistently. a pledge to stimulate local economies, a pledge to be available to our people 24/7, a pledge to listen and to have open channels of communication, a pledge to form and sustain working relationships with communities, NGOs, and private companies that benefit local economies, a pledge to spend no effort in rooting out corruption and all forms of nepotism and malfunctions in our organization and all levels of government, a pledge to do and be better. I further solemnly declare that I will abide by the aims and objectives of the African National Congress as set out in the Constitution, the Freedom Charter, and the other duly adopted policies, that I have joined the organization voluntarily and without motives of material advantage or personal gain, that I agree to respect the Constitution and the structures and to work as a loyal member and employee of the organization, that I will place my energies and skills at the disposal of the organization and carry out tasks given to me, that I will work towards making the ANC an even more efficient instrument of liberation in the hands of the people, and that I will defend the unity and integrity of the organization and its principles and combat any tendency towards disruption and factionalism. Thank you. Amandla!
Thank you, comrades. Now is the time to call the president to the stage. Amanda! Viva Buitumelo, viva! Viva our councillor candidates, viva! Pata, councillor Pata! Buyana, you what? Buyana, yo! Amanda! Watinta bafazi! Pakamisa nu president Gengo! Kancane, sele kancane, kancane sizophumelela. Kancane, sele kancane, kancane sizophumelela. Kancane, sele kancane. Amandla! DJ una ingoma eshisayo lapha.
Kongolose kumame now. 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 Izongena totu.
bafowethu sistanding awusonde lapha uzolungisa lo mcimbi kungathiwa ndishiye upresident ne-covid.
Kum patata. Kum patata. Wangena umakhawule gijima insimbi ezinye umavula kuvaliwe uvela wahleke ngiyahlokoma ngiyaphophoma ngigudluza izintaba ngigudla imifula ngenziwa yintokozo yokubona isizwe sikakhongolose sihlanganelana. Viva ANC, viva! Viva African National Congress, viva! Yebo, we are building better communities together. Banu bakaina ayikhomaneni. 9,405 is the number. 9,405. Please go to the local elections, local government elections, and take them to another level. Win ANC, win. Pata ANC, pata. Unity through diversity. When you see me on the floor, lend me a hand, lift me up. Banu, bakaina, I command. Lokunin community pu astraten, ingan tangunawen, icon. Kantagwa maninapa, icon. Ingan tangunawen, icon. Lokunin community pu astraten, ingan tangunawen, icon. Everything is bright and beautiful. My president. Everything has been blessed. Pata ANC, pata ikamaku livumile malibuyele khaya makula lubumnyama kufele kukhanya. Halala ANC, halala my president ndiyabaleka. Yo!
Amandla. Forward to victory, forward. Wow. You all look so beautiful, so handsome, all over the country, in every province of our country. You are all gathered like this. You make me wish like I could stand to be a ward councillor as well. Program director, national chairperson of the African National Congress, Comrade Gwede Mantashe, Acting Secretary General, Comrade J.C. Duarte, former Deputy President of the African National Congress and former President of the Republic, Comrade Kgalema Motlanthe, President of the Congress of South African Trade Unions, candidates. I didn't see the General Secretary of the party, but candidates of the African National Congress for the local government elections, and of course the leadership of the African National Congress, both at the national level, members of the NEC, members of our provincial structures, our regional structures, and indeed all our branch structures as well. Friends and comrades and South Africans, I'd like to congratulate the comrades who are running our election campaign for organizing this historic and unprecedented moment of getting our candidates to make a public pledge. We have never done this. This is the first time, and we should applaud our election organizers from the Acting Secretary General to Comrade Mbalula, and all the others in all the provinces as well. And of course, all our volunteers in their thousands and thousands, and not least of all of you as our candidates. Thank you very much for availing yourselves for the service to our people. And tonight, you are here and you have made your pledge. Thank you for being here. This evening, throughout the length and the breadth of our country, nearly 10,000 ANC local government candidates have made a solemn pledge, an underlined solemn pledge to the people of South Africa. The candidates have made this pledge as part of the ANC's commitment to do better and to be better. They have just pledged to correct what has gone wrong and to fix our mistakes. As I have been going around the country, I've been received by thousands and thousands of our people, where we have, with humility, presented ourselves to our people and humbly informed them that, yes, we have made mistakes. There are also areas where we have done well. But we have also said we are going to do better because we are the African National Congress. And that statement has been warmly and broadly accepted by our people. As part of the renewal and rebuilding process of our organization, the ANC, we, working together with our communities, have chosen candidates who have and enjoy the support and confidence of the communities that they are expected to serve. We have sought to involve ordinary community members in our candidate selection process so that our candidates understand that their first responsibility is to the people that they represent and not themselves. The candidates that are gathered here and across the country, in all our 9 provinces, reflect the diversity of the people of our country. These are men and women from our villages, from our towns, from our cities, from our metros. These are men and women of all languages in our country, all cultures, and all races, who together represent the interests and aspirations of a united South African nation. These men and women, our candidates, bring together a powerful combination of youth, experience, knowledge, and capability. If there ever have been moments where I have taken great pride as I go around the country, a moment which has been so warmly embraced by our people is when we present youthful candidates like Boitumelo to our people. And as we do that, that is when our people say, this is the transformation, the renewal, and the rebuilding that we have been yearning for as the African National Congress. Also, as I go around the country and tell our people that at the very least 46% of our candidates are women. much more than any other party. Together, they represent hope and a promise that we will, together, succeed in building a better life for all our people. These candidates have, this evening, pledged to serve the people of our country in their various municipalities with honesty, with integrity, and dedication, and to do so with humility and selflessly as well. They have undertaken to be responsive, inclusive, and accountable. They have pledged to put the interests of you, the people of South Africa, first. Through the pledge that they have signed, they have consequentially committed themselves to be responsive. And they have also committed themselves to be available to the people in our communities on a 24/7 basis. They have also, whether they know it or not, publicized their cell numbers so that our people must be able to reach them anytime. They have taken a pledge, and this is important. They have taken a pledge to end corruption, to end fraud and patronage, no matter what form it takes and no matter who is involved. Most importantly, they have committed themselves to strive each and every day to improve the lives of the people of South Africa, the people that they serve. In making this pledge, they undertake not to rest until all the people in the communities they serve, yes, have proper services, have proper houses, clean water, reliable electricity, sanitation, proper roads, and clean towns and cities without litter scattered all over our towns. Our towns are dirty and filthy right now. These candidates, when elected as councillors, are going to clean up. That is the instruction I am issuing today. The instruction I'm issuing. Yesterday, I was in the Free State, in Mangaung, I was in Welkom, and I went to 6 areas. And as we were traveling around, our towns, our townships, our suburbs are just filthy, full of litter all over. And I am now committing you as future councillors to clean up our towns, to clean up our townships, and to make South Africa clean. Yes, these candidates will not stand by as our roads fall into disrepair or raw sewage flows in the streets of our towns and our townships. They will make sure that street lights work and that there are places in every community where children can play in safety. This means that they will work together as individual councillors and as a collective to fix municipal finances and systems, to improve billing and revenue collection, to ensure that service providers, both big and small, are paid on time, and that council budgets are spent wisely, and there is no underspending or misspending of council funds. As the African National Congress, we undertake to do these things, not only because it is what our people expect and deserve, but also because functioning local government is vital to the recovery of our economy, vital to investment, and also vital to job creation. Every city, every town must be a place where business can thrive and where investors can be confident that they will achieve sustainable returns as they create jobs. We make this pledge because we know that we have not always lived up to the expectation of our people. We know that there are areas where we have disappointed our people, where services have not been delivered, where corruption and mismanagement have taken hold, where infrastructure has not been properly maintained. And this is the message that we have put forward in our manifesto, and this is the message that we are also putting forward in our campaign processes. And as we put this message forward, we do so with humility, and our people are accepting this humility that they see in us. And they are therefore saying, we will invest more and further confidence in you, because we know that as the African National Congress, you are capable of doing much better than what you have done. We know that there are councillors who have not listened to the concerns of our people. We know that there are councillors who have not sought to explain to our people the problems that they have encountered in not being able to provide better services. We know that some of our councillors have not offered solutions to our people. We know that some of our councillors have also grown distant from our communities and have in the process appeared arrogant and unconcerned. This comes to an end with this election. This, comrades, is what we are determined to end. Even in the midst of the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, we have made clear and demonstrable progress in implementing the mandate we received in the 2019 national and provincial elections. Yes, we've done everything we can and can do much more to confront corruption and state capture. We have rebuilt public institutions and have started to revitalize state-owned enterprises. We have undertaken mass public employment programs and driven far-reaching reforms. We have demonstrated that we will not stand by for wrongdoing, no matter who is involved. We will not protect any ANC leader, public representative, or member who faces charges of corruption or other serious offenses. The law must take its course and justice must be done in South Africa. And though there will be days when the tasks of renewal and rebuilding will be difficult, when correcting our own mistakes may be very painful, we are determined to restore our movement and rebuild our country, and to unite the African National Congress, and by so doing, unite the people of South Africa as well. We are now asking for a mandate to ensure that the renewal of the African National Congress that is based on the values of our movement takes place at local level. We are asking for a mandate to build partnerships with communities, with workers, with businesses, with non-governmental organizations, to improve the living conditions of our people and create better opportunities for all. I wish, as President of the African National Congress, to commend all ANC candidates who have taken this solemn pledge this evening. I commend you, comrades, as you are seated here and as you are seated in all the other venues in our other 8 provinces. I commend you for having put yourselves forward to serve the people of our country and to strive to do all you can to ensure that our people get a better life. You have committed yourselves before the nation to use your energies, your knowledge, your experience, your capabilities to respond to the needs of our people. And tonight, by making this pledge, you have taken on your shoulders the responsibility of driving progressive change solutions to the challenges that our people are facing. You have promised to take nothing from the people of our country. Through this pledge, that's what you have said. You have also promised to accept no inducement. You have also promised to commit no fraud. You have also promised, comrades, to disavow any form of nepotism or of patronage. But you have also promised to respect the women and the girls of our country as you serve our people. As the nation prepares to vote on the 1st of November, please remember that you will be held to the commitments that you have made this evening. Having signed this pledge is your bond. It is your commitment. Not only by the organization that you represent, because we will hold you to this pledge tonight, but by the people that you are going to be elected to serve. This is a pledge that you must carry with you wherever you go, in case walebala, in case we are khohlwa, ihlale ilapha le pledge, ila esikhwameni, so that you can remind yourself what you have pledged to do. I carry my constitution all the time. That is the constitution I swore as president to abide by. So I'd like you to carry your pledge all the time. This pledge must be in your office, it must be in your car, it must be at your home, it must be under your pillow, it must be all over. This pledge must be your bond. Yes, it must be shared with residents in your ward and the businesses in your area. In fact, here is my suggestion. Comrade Mbalula, there is my suggestion. This pledge must be printed, large, framed, with your signature in your office as a councillor. But most importantly, comrades, this pledge must be in your heart. It must be evident also in your actions. It must show itself in the way that you conduct yourself and in the way that you apply yourself to the implementation of your mandate. On the 1st of November, the voters of this country will put their faith and their hope for a better life in your hands. I have every confidence, comrades, that you will prove yourselves worthy of this greatest of honors. As Comrade Kgalema said, there is no greater honor than to be chosen, and most importantly, to be chosen by the members of your own community to serve them, and by extension, to serve the people of South Africa. Comrades, I present you to the nation with your pledges, and I know that you will not let the people of South Africa down. Go ahead and serve our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Comrade President. We know we don't have to praise the fish for swimming, but we've got to give you a good round of applause. You are leading us in the right direction. Every day you make us believe in this ANC. And you are right in front as the commander of this organization. We are proud of you, Ntate. Comrades, tonight we will show you the ad that the ANC will fly tonight and tomorrow on your television and radio. Are you ready there, Mhlekazi, with the ad? Can you play the ad?
On the 1st of November, we'll all get to decide who will lead our municipalities. Choose the ANC and let's build better communities together. The ANC is turning a new page in local government. We pledge to ensure safe and reliable electricity. We pledge to enable local investment to create quality jobs. We pledge to provide youth with training and development opportunities. We pledge to tackle corruption in our municipalities. Let us build cities, towns and villages that thrive. Votela i-ANC ukuze sakhe ukuhlalisana okungcono ngokubambisana. Vote ANC.
Amandla! At the end, the president speaks all 11 languages in asking the people to vote for the ANC. Comrades, the president has spoken. Wherever you are throughout the country, take the pledge with you and sign it off. It must be a constant reminder of the commitment we have made to the people of South Africa. When we went house to house, door to door, asking for their vote. The following announcements are important. Comrades, social media, follow ANC on my ANC on Twitter, at my ANC on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. Next week, comrades, throughout the country, on Thursday, the 28th, it will be Siyangoba rallies in all your VDs. Siyangoba in all VDs next week, Thursday. Between now and Thursday is door-to-door, mutu-mutu. Emntwini. Ukasibili councillor urobetsi comrade. And then on Friday, Siyangoba rallies goes to the metros. In all the 8 metros in the country, Friday in the evening, President Ramaphosa and the National Executive Committee will deliver Siyangoba from Soweto to Thokoza Park in Johannesburg. It will be interlinked better than today to all the other metros. Ekurhuleni, Tshwane, Mangaung, Cape Town, eThekwini. Which other metro? Tshwane. You don't have to come to Joburg, Tshwane, Real Kopa. Buffalo City. Siyangoba next week, Friday. Saturday, Sunday, we prepare for election day. So, comrades, you know the drill. You know the marching orders. Siyangoba in all VDs next week, Thursday. Friday, Siyangoba in all metros. The president will address and speak to you 7 o'clock, Thokoza Park in Soweto. So Mzwandile, don't go to Soweto. Stay here in Ekurhuleni and continue to do the good job. Thank you, comrades. As we move towards closure, I'm going to ask the mayor of our best performing city, Ekurhuleni, Mzwandile Masina, to do a vote of thanks. Amandla! Mayor, khawuleza mhlekazi ndiyamsingela.
Shona malanga, shona malanga, shona malanga, shona malanga, sesizo tivana ebasu, sesizo tivana ebasu, shona malanga.
Amandla. Long live the undying spirit of Nelson Mandela. Long live. Long live the undying spirit of Nelson Mandela. Long live.
Viva President Ramaphosa, viva! Viva President Ramaphosa, viva! Amandla! Diabulela, Jola mtakwethu, uthi uyandisikela, likubize kwami. Awuna respect mtakwethu. Diabulela kakhulu to the President of the African National Congress and the entire national officials and all structures of the African National Congress across the country. Comrade, you are not wrong to take the decision to come here in the city of Ekurhuleni. Comrade President, you are in the Electoral city where we are building a big economy around our airport. We are in the city that is well governed, Comrade President, where over the past 4 years, and I'm sure even the last year that is being audited now, we have not experienced any unauthorized, irregular, and fruitless expenditure. So it is not a mistake that today we talk of a clean audit and a clean government. This is a metro, Comrade President, and a collective that has delivered over 27.5 billion of infrastructure. Not even half was showcased today. I don't know why, because we wanted to show that we have run this city to the best of our ability. We must thank our colleagues who have worked with us to ensure that we can do the kind of work that we are doing. I'm certain that the men and women who have been nominated in different areas of our province and our country will do even greater than what we have done. Thank you very much to the African National Congress. I have no doubt that victory is certain. Amandla! Away to! Forward to the victory of the ANC, forward! Thank
you. National leadership can depart at your pleasure and inibambanga. This is what is going to happen so that we don't hit that curfew. We are going to have Makadzi performing for us. Kimakadzi. Man? Makadzi. Wawabona batho ba Limpopo ba tletse mo Gauteng. Viva Makadzi, viva! And then we'll close off with Koleka nge-gospel. Ifuna umthandazo lendlela. But they're not going to be long. Makadzi has got that song Bariki Kanama. Arkaname. Kaucho Makadzi. President and the leadership, at your pleasure, you can depart. Anytime you want to leave, Siani Kulula. Enkos. But you must dance a bit with Makadzi. Ariengeka Kanama. Arie Makadzi.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ay, Makadzi, ay. Africa, Swanda. Let's
go. Now mera morao. Kanta pahofi. Now mera morao. Now mera morao. Kanta pahofi. Nasikara morao. Ini nori se morao. Ini nori se morao. Ini bana nori. Matoro, so that's okay now. Let's go, what's on? Let's just go. Oh. DJ! Ndachola na manu, ndachola na pita, ndachola na chono. Sanga sa mucholo, siko kanama. Wait, bana. DJ, straight, let's go. Shift over there. What's that shift? Oh. What's over there? Oh. DJ. Away. Shift over there. Let's go. Ndifuna ngambiru. Ndesonga samucholo siakanama. Maitibana. Laitiba. Maitibana. Ay, and see, hey. Ay, and see, hey. Come on. Let's go, sister. Karimba rote. Ndifuna ngambiru. Hera lumwe tuba nditwandafa. Lumwe tuba nditwa ngambiru de. Hera lumwe tuba nditwandafa. Hera ndishishwala ngambiru. Hera lumwe tuba nditwandafa. Ndishwala ngambiru. And it's not so much fun. Nani chalanga bir karibarote show. Let's hold on Peter, let's hold on John. Let's hold on Manu, let's hold on Peter, let's hold on John. Maravana sanga samucholo. Nashima mukua, nashima mubur. Maravana sanga samucholo. Neni cholanga mbiruwe. Neni kacholanga mbiru. Ene sanga samucholo suko kanama. Let's go, suko kanama. Nama suko kanama. Neni sanga samushuma siakana. Harwa. Pana suko kan. Who's all over when I say so it? Pana sanga samucholo suko kanama. Suko kanama. Nama suko kanama. Sanga samushuma siakana. Matata aga afeli. Matata aga afeli. Matata aga afeli. Rahari mani malume tusani. Tilo jaga jamu cholo lino kanama. Hino kanama. Hino kanama. Hino kanama. DJ, hino ay and see hey. Ndachola na manu, ndachola na pita, ndachola na chono. Let's go. Pana zanga samucholo. Tare haka matorokisi. Haka. Awi, nolibanga mandesa. Awi. Utonga chunga chikotanela. Awi.
Molweni njani? Iyathandazelwa le nto bilunge. Iyathandazelwa le nto bilunge. Ndinika amehlo. Oh, ndinika amehlo. Ewe. Ndikhangele phezulu. Enkosini khona. Tibone khona ba. Wele efuya eko. Aibo. Tini kamehlo tini. Ala. Tikhankele phezulu enkosini. Ewe tibone khona aba khangwele befuya eko. Yeah. Aibo. Ibambe. Kumnantu wamba nenkosi yami. Okancane. Kumnantu wamba nenkosi yami. Ekancane. Kumnantu wamba nenkosi yami. Ekancane. Kumnantu wamba nenkosi yami. Ekancane. Kalubona sasanta isa. Kotuka. Yeah. Kumnantu wamba nenkosi yami. Ekancane. Kumnantu wamba nenkosi yami. Ekancane. Thank you so much. Hallelujah. Lilambata. Number one. Elakuliswi baba. Hallelujah. Lilambata.